like a kid in a candy store at the moment because not only do we get to honor one very deserving recipient in the Melinda Fischer Distinguished Service Award, we also get to present the Melinda Fischer Distinguished Service Award today. The NFCA is pleased to announce that ESPN coordinating producer Meg Aronowitz is the recipient of the association's prestigious Melinda Fischer Distinguished Service Award. The award recognizes a person who has shown exceptional commitment and dedication to the NFCA and to the sport of fast-pitch softball. Meg has played a pivotal role in the rise of coverage and viewership of collegiate softball, which includes every pitch of the Division I NCAA postseason and its ultimate showcase, the Women's College World Series. Meg, who joined ESPN in 2001, will be working her 15th Women's College World Series in 2019. Coinciding with the launch of ESPNU that same year, softball coverage under the stewardship of Aronowitz has expanded from every game live at the Women's College World Series to now include hundreds of regular season games, conference tournaments, and every game of NCAA Division I regionals and super regionals. No one has had a more direct impact on the sport of softball nationally and the love fest that our country and our fans now have with the sport of softball than Meg Aronowitz. Meg has been a leader, and she has forged a charge for the sport of softball in the media world. You know, I have the pleasure now of working with Meg directly for ESPN as one of her analysts. I'm very honored to have that role. And I will never forget the very first, and I think she knows where I'm going with this, but the very first conference call I was a part of with Meg Aronowitz. You know, she sends out the Zoom call or whatever kind of call it is, go to meetings, whatever it might be, and there's a lot of people on this call, as you can imagine. It's a massive call with the producers and directors and the camera crew and all the talent and analysts, and so I log in and I do my thing, and we all have a lot of conference calls throughout our day, throughout our year. But I knew Meg. I hadn't had the pleasure of knowing Meg as well at this point, but I knew Meg was very different, very special after I got off that conference call, because she commanded the respect and the attention of everyone on that call immediately. Well, first of all, she mutes your line, and you don't even have an option to talk for a while until you're invited. You can imagine how many people on that call. But the way she talked to the people who put on those productions, it made me sit up in my chair. I'm sitting in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm sitting up and I'm thinking, wow, I am so impressed with Meg Aronowitz. She knows her stuff. She is an exceptional leader. She loves, and I want to repeat, loves the sport of softball. She played herself. And she's taken that passion and now she's put it into the television world. And we are all the recipients of that. We can all turn on the television in March, April, May, and we can just watch game after game after game, and it's done with class, and it's done with dedication and a passion that I personally have never seen before. And I am very proud to be a part of her team. But I think most importantly, why Meg is the recipient of this honor is the direct impact she has had on everyone in this room. The more that softball becomes mainstream, the more little players want to play. They pick softball. And when she puts on a production and when she coordinates the softball season, every single year it's her desire to make it better and better and better. And I don't believe she's going to stop, as she says all the time, until softball is the #1 women's watched sport on TV. So I can't thank you, Meg, enough for what you've done for the sport of softball, your passion, your dedication. You're just a joy to be around, and everyone in this room owes you a huge debt of gratitude. And so at this time, I would love for you to join me in welcoming Meg Aronowitz to the stage as the recipient of the first Melinda Fischer Distinguished Service Award from the NFCA. Meg, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I noticed by the squinting, if I may, that these lights are very bright. So it is, I can't see any of you out there, but thank you. It is truly an honor to receive an award named after a terrific woman who represents this game so well and has given a life of service. So Melinda, thank you. I'm honored. I'm touched. The entire Illinois State team is up here in front, and well-deserved. So thank you. It is an honor. When Carol called me in October, I was actually, I think, on a plane, which is not ironic for me. And I texted her and I said, I'm on a plane. Can I call you when I land? She said, sure. When do you land? And I think I said like 2:30. And at 2:31, my phone rang. And I said, Carol, I'm in the car. I said, can I call you right back? And I finally got on the phone with her. I said, is everything okay? She said, yes, I have something to tell you. And I said, okay. And when she told me that I was receiving this award, I was speechless. I literally was driving, I don't know where, and I had no words. Because the idea of receiving an award from a group of coaches who I respect so much, who I get to work with every day, who have trusted me and let me come into your practices and into your stadiums and talk to your student athletes and represent this sport so well on television, it was truly an honor, and it is, frankly, the biggest honor of my life. But I will tell you that I don't do this alone. So the way I look at this award is on behalf of ESPN and my team at ESPN. I don't know how many people realize, but when we roll out to do the regionals in the postseason for Division I, there are over 400 people that work on our team to put college softball on television at that time. When we roll into the Women's College World Series, we're rolling 160 deep. People that believe in your sport, people that love your sport, people that have been with us for a very long time. This is my 15th Women's College World Series. But there are people on our team that it will be their 20th, their 21st, their 22nd. We have a lead tape operator in Mike Pelkey. He texts me every day asking when the softball season's going to start. He has been with us from the very beginning, and he is terrific. The team that I have and the support that we have at ESPN for the sport of softball is really overwhelming. I will tell you that yesterday I received an email from the president of ESPN, Jimmy Pitaro, who has recently replaced John Skipper as our president. I have to be honest, I didn't even know if Jimmy Pitaro knew who I was or what we do. The email was personal, it was grateful, and it said, thank you for everything that you have done to grow the sport of softball and to help ESPN put softball on television. We are so proud of the product that you all put on the air. That's the president of ESPN. He knows what this sport is, he knows what we can do with it, and he knows where we're going. And I want to applaud you, Carol, because you said Aronowitz like 15 times, which that's really impressive. But I need to correct you, because you said March, April, and May. But we are launching our own owned and operated softball tournament in February. That's softball on television in February. Much to my wife's chagrin here, who's a former college basketball coach, we'll be taking up a few basketball windows for softball on the air in February if you'd like to join us. And if you'd like to come see it, come get some tickets. We'll even give you a discount. Come find me. I'll give you a T-shirt too. But in all seriousness, it is the highlight of my life to work on this sport. I have done a lot of things in my career at ESPN, and I can tell you that there are a lot of people at ESPN that keep trying to pull softball away from me, asking me to do other things. But I won't give it up. And I won't give it up because Carol is right. I have a goal. See, I'm a kid who grew up playing baseball because there was no softball where I lived. I was one of 2 girls who played in a Little League baseball, and they called us the Jockstrap Sisters. And I never knew what it was like to play softball, and I never really knew that I would have the opportunities that I could to play softball. And then I played in high school, and I went on to college, and I had the opportunity to play at Emory University. I'm a D3 kid. And when I got into television, I never really thought about where my career could go or how I could impact and make a difference for the sport that I so dearly love. But it was interesting when I finally started working on our college sports, and I realized that I can work with the sport of softball, that there's an opportunity there. And I just kept scratching away and pushing our management team and our programming team for more opportunities. Give me an opportunity. I can do it cheap. I can do it the right way. Because we believe that telling the story of softball is all about storytelling. It doesn't matter if we have the 36 cameras in the fixed-wing airplane that we have at the Women's College World Series, or we do a 5-camera show on a Wednesday in April in Arkansas. They're all the same. We take the same approach. I tell everyone on my team, you don't love this sport, don't come back. Because it shows when you put it on the air. And we're going to keep to that commitment, and we're going to keep growing this sport. We have a podcast that's going to ESPN audio in 7 Innings podcast with over 1 million downloads in just 9 months of existence. We're launching an owned and operated tournament in February. We did 600 plus regular season games on the ESPN family of networks last year, and that number is going to increase dramatically with the advent of ESPN Plus and our partnerships with conferences like the Ivy League and the SoCon and the Southland and so on and so on and so on. You'll be able to get softball anywhere all the time. USA Softball Partnership, NPF Partnership. It's not just about Little League, the number of Little League games that we've done. It's not just about Division I softball. I was in a meeting the other day and I was talking to Chelsea Sweetos from Nike, and she said something that resonated with me. She said, if they can't see it, they don't need it. So for this little kid who had to grow up playing baseball because softball was not around, this generation of student athlete doesn't know that that world ever existed because they can pull out their phone and they can watch their heroes, people that look just like them, play a sport to the best of their ability, kick butt doing it, and they define what being an athlete is. It doesn't have to do with man or woman. It has to do with the sport that we love, and softball. And I will tell you, my boss has said, we are never going to get Meg off of softball unless we pry it from her cold, dead hands. Well, I'm not dead yet, and I'm not going anywhere, and this is the honor of a lifetime. Thank you, everybody.